Okay, so now we go for the second method, finding inverse by using properties. So property of AB, when you found the multiplication of AB, we'll notice that we have a result of identity, Ki. Maybe 2 times identity, 3 times identity. So for sure it will be related to identity. Alright, so here's some properties that we should know, where A inverse times A, you will get identity. Then whatever matrices like matrix A times identity, we'll get back that matrices. So if I use matrix identity times with B, you will get back that matrices B. So identity like 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So if you see the properties of inverse, inverse and inverse again, so it will come back to matrices A. So if you're having A transpose inverse, it is same with inverse, then you transpose after that. So if you have the product of AB inverse, it will be equals to B inverse times A inverse. So this is some inverse properties. So let's see this example. Note here. If we get A times B, you get identity. Means that, so just now I mentioned here, A inverse times A, you get identity, right? But if you have two different matrices, you do the multiplication, you get identity. Means that these AB are inverse to each other. This is your A inverse, or this is your B inverse. So B equal the inverse of matrix A. So kalau you nak cari A inverse di sini, bermaksud itu adalah B kamu. Kalau kamu nak cari B inverse ini, kamu adalah matrix A. Sebab A darab B dapat identity. So maka dua matrix ini adalah berhubungan inverse to each other. Alright, so you see on this example, given that matrix A and matrix B. So it is known that when we're doing the multiplication, matrix A and B, we can get a identity properties here. So where K is a constant, means K is a number, I is an identity 3 by 3 matrices. So find the value of K, hence deduce our A inverse. So for the first step, we multiply first for matrix A, multiply with matrix B. So doing multiplication for first matrix, we are going to taking the row. So matrix A, we have 3 rows, which is 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 5, 7. Meanwhile, second matrix multiplication, matrix B here, we're going to take its column. You will have having 3 columns. So first column, 1, negative 10, 7. Second column, 1, 4, negative 3. Third column, negative 1, 2, negative 1. So finish off this multiplication, 1 minus 20 plus 10. 1 minus 20 plus 21. It gives you 2. Alright, so carry on. 1 plus 8 minus 9, 0. Carry on, negative 1 plus 4, and then minus 3, 0. So 2 minus 30, and then plus 28, 0. So finish off, you will notice that our multiplication A times B will get 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2. So don't put the result in table, we have to come out in matrix form. Factorize the value of 2 so that we can see this having a relationship. It is equals to 2 times identity. So just now our question said it is known that A times B give a Ki. So find your K. So A times B, we show it is getting 2i, means that the value of K here is 2. Hence, so this is very important keywords here, hence. Hence means using whatever we have result here, we have to continue to find A inverse. So we cannot use adjoint method because we didn't have any adjoint things here. We have identity things here. We are related to identity. So to find A inverse, starting the relationship that we found in the part here, we found that AB is equal to 2I. So we are finding this A inverse using properties method. You want to find A inverse, we times A inverse inside, in front of the matrices. In front, so darab depan matrices. Here will be A inverse identity. Okay, repeat the properties just now. A inverse times A, we can simplify, become identity. Whatever matrices time with identity result still having A inverse. Whatever matrices time with identity, it gives you B. So our A inverse can be obtained by move our 2 to the left hand side. It will be equal to 1 over 2 B. So from here, we substitute our matrix B. Okay, so don't let your answer like this. Perform this multiplication. This is skala multiplication. Pendarapan dengan nombor. Darab masuk. So this is how we get our A inverse using properties method. So make sure I want to highlight that when you time A inverse into the equation, it is not an unknown, it is a matrices. You must time before the matrices become the first matrices. Because first matrices we taking row, second matrices we taking column. So you cannot put your A inverse at the back here, because row and column will be different already. Multiplication, A times B doesn't say with B times A. So we cannot just simply put the position of the A inverse. So make sure we want to times A inverse, we let the A inverse become the first matrices. So from here, this is the first matrices. 2 is not matrices, 2 is a number. I is a matrices identity, which is this. We represent with I.